So these 9 solar panels, they power our house. Mike also set them up so that the shadows from one row would not hit the next row. And right now they're at a 20% grade during the summertime. And in the winter, you want to put them at a 40% because the sun is at a shorter period. So we have those. And then we have the 60-foot wind turbine. So the total wattage that we make is 5,000 kilowatts. And then in this area of the house, that tree is an apple tree. So that was here when we came. And as you can see today, the laundry's put out. It's going to be a little wet. That's okay. So we'll go into the house. And so this room is our wood room. This originally did not have a floor. It was a dirt floor. We added the floor, and where Trevor's standing, there was no door. There was a barn door. So we actually put that wall and put that door there. And then we'll move into the main part of the house. This was the main, I'd say, we call like a little porch, and this was the main door of the house. So this here is the new area. This is like our multi-purpose greenhouse, and there's one of our cats. That's Sadie.
Why do you have plastic up here?
Well, good question. We have plastic up there because during the winter we found that when there was snow on the roof and the sun hit the snow melted and we get condensation inside. So where you're standing, we would have a waterfall of water. So what we did is we added the plastic. The water goes down, rolls down the plastic, goes in its own eaves trough, and then collects in that pail. When we did have a little bit of an extra water, this is our little system that the water would go straight into the well, because this is where our well is. We always try to find a solution to a problem. We just don't whine about a problem. We need to find the solution. And there's our other cat. There is Daisy. So this is my kitchen. It's a living kitchen, as you can see. So this wood stove actually came to our place. It was here when the house was built. It actually has, at the back of it, there is a stamp, and it says 18. So this is from 1918. And it tells you right at the bottom, too, that it came from a record stove and furnace in Moncton.
Oh.
That oven does work.
Official New Brunswick antique.
Yes. And what we've done to this is we've actually updated it. So the pipe actually goes into the firebox. So in the firebox, we actually have the pipes go in. So this wood stove does 3 things. It heats the room, it cooks your food, and when those pipes are hot, that makes hot water, and then it heats my hot water. And today we had an excess of energy, and what we've done is we've converted our hot water tank to, I think this is a 120, and I plug that in, and in the 2 hours, the sun gives me hot water free of charge.
The sun does that.
Yes. So, and then our washing machine is here. And what I do for our wash is I take, this is the pipe that you would use for your rinse, and I put that out the window, and that goes into a gravel area, so it's not going into our septic system.
Wow.
And then I hang my clothes out during the summer, and in the winter, they actually go down in the basement around another wood stove. There are days too, you might ask, well, what happens if you don't have sun and you don't have the hot water?
What if you don't have sun, and what if you don't have hot water?
Well, that's a good question. So what I'll do is I take this pot and I'll fill it up with cold water, and then I put it on our propane stove and I heat up the water, and then I will fill my sink up and wash my dishes. And I try to see how little water I need to wash the dishes. This is my own little challenge. And we'll go down into the basement, which we call the brains of the house.
The brains of the house?
Well, this is where all of the energy is stored. And you'll see how much cooler it is down here, too. So in here, we have these batteries. So this is the system. We have 24 batteries. They're marine style batteries, and they hold our charge. We have that blue box. That's from the wind turbine. Energy comes in from the sun. This is our charge controller. So right now it's saying that there's, well, because the sun's out, there's 70 only watts coming in, and our batteries are at 52.2 volts, which is fine. We have enough battery to run stuff. But this room that you were just talking about, this is our wood room. And this is the room where this wood stove actually heats our house. As heat rises, we actually have fans that are actually pointed right up into the registers, and that takes the heat up.
Oh my.
But in the summertime, it takes the cold air. So this is our air conditioner. There's the rest of the room. This room would be filled with wood to keep us warm in the wintertime. So we take about 10 cord of wood.
Do you open up, is there windows to...
The one over there is, we open that up and we throw the wood
There
in.
you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's our little wood throw in.
Any pros and cons to this?
The cons are you can't just turn on the hot water like you're normally used to, but you do have to, the pro is you're working with Mother Nature. So we are being very conservative. We're actually helping the planet by using the resources and not abusing the resources.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, cool. Because I know about having to answer to Mother Nature. That doesn't sound right. But Mother Nature out there is controlling what we do when we're off the grid. And me running across Canada, I am off the grid so often. And it's amazing just really how in touch with nature you really actually have to be. And it's amazing to be in touch with nature while you're, well, living in your own home. And I think we're really missing that in today's age, for sure. And it's a good exercise of the mind, the body, and the spirit when you're living off the grid.